According to the life stories, the prophet bought a brand new car at age 16. He took his first trip out west at age 16. How could he afford to buy a brand new car when the family was homeless and destitute? Was this before or after he was shot in both legs, dying in the hospital? If before, was it the liquor money that paid for the vehicle? If after, did the money come from Wathen or the Ku Klux Klan? There were so many questions. The prophet often said that it was a 1926 Model T, and by his timeline he claimed that it was a brand new car. This would place his trip out west at age 18, according to the timeline I'd found of historical record. Curious, I dug up all the photographs that I could find of the prophet's early vehicles. I never really noticed it in the old photos of the prophet's automobiles, but the automobiles were different. All of the old 1920s automobiles looked the same to me, but after examining them more closely, each of the radiators were different. One radiator was thin and round at the bottom. One was wider and less round at the bottom. One was straight at the top with an eagle ornament. One car was a two-seater with a convertible top. Another was a sedan. Quickly, I started searching for everything that the prophet said about his automobiles. He always mentioned multiple new automobiles, both Ford and Chevy. I always thought he just didn't remember which brand of automobile that he bought. I suddenly began to realize that his memory wasn't the problem. My understanding of the prophet's early life was missing key facts. The facts that I had were not making sense at all. The prophet said that age 16 he lived at 16th and Henshaw in Phoenix. Age 16 simply did not fit. Before the rifle accident, he was, by all accounts, too poor to purchase any vehicle, if those accounts from the newspapers were to be believed. The prophet seemed to verify them when he described his hospitalization. He said that the family had no food, which matched the newspaper accounts. After the accident, based on the description of his injuries, it would have been several months before he was able to drive. If he did in fact purchase the 1926 vehicle and then travel out west, age 18 would make much more sense. In either case, the facts uncovered raised more questions than they answered. Where did he come up with the money for the new vehicle? And why did he travel out west? With each of the parties influencing the Branham family, every scenario was just as curious.